How many pedophiles you got?
288. Because you can sell a bag of cocaine one time with a child 5 to 10 times a day. God's children are not for sale.
Timoteo, por rescatar niños, ¿verdad? Puedes ayudarme a encontrar a mi hermana.
Te lo prometo.
For Homeland Security, you know we can't go off rescuing Honduran kids in Colombia.
You quit your job, and you go and rescue those kids.
Love this moment.
Next week, Sound of Freedom will be available on Twitter. A new film has been released that exposes human trafficking, specifically child trafficking. Dana White said on Twitter that he is purchasing tickets for everyone who works for him to see the film, and the strangest part is that the mainstream media is condemning it. I'll remind you that it's going to get hot. I'm not sure why the media is so hostile to the film. The film was made, produced, and written about 5 or 6 years ago. And Elon Musk teams up with Mel Gibson to uncover Hollywood's sinister secrets and raise funds for Sound of Freedom. We've all heard of the film Sound of Freedom. It is believed to be a film that exposes one of Hollywood's darkest secrets, child trafficking. Contrary to popular belief, few Hollywood celebrities were promoted. In fact, the majority of them have remained mute on the film, leading to widespread suspicion. How come the vast majority of so-called philanthropists remain silent? So far, Mel Gibson has been the most prominent supporter of the film, and now Elon Musk appears to have joined him in praising it. But what has Elon Musk done to help Sound of Freedom and reveal one of Hollywood's dark secrets? Let's find out together. But before we go any further, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. It's strange that a film with such a strong concept as Sound of Freedom hasn't made it to theaters. Not only that, but it isn't even available on major streaming services like Netflix or Hulu. The fact that it throws some light on the global human trafficking rings, particularly in Hollywood, should be enough to have streaming providers fighting for their rights. But this has not yet occurred. Some speculate that this is due to the Hollywood elite's fear of being exposed for their involvement in child trafficking. However, one guy in Hollywood has been very passionate about it, Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson has been providing free publicity for Sound of Freedom to the entire world since its release. He has continually addressed human trafficking, pushing all efforts to combat it, and it appears that he is the only one who has worked hard enough for the film to be aired globally. Every decision has repercussions, as Mel Gibson's goal to promote the film demonstrates. He has had a lot of reaction from his Hollywood counterparts who are afraid of being exposed. And one name that came up in connection with his campaign was Oprah Winfrey. Following the publication of the film, Oprah has been in the spotlight for some time, with some saying that her South African school is the main focus for selecting the next victims. However, despite the Hollywood elite's best efforts to keep the video from becoming global, it's gone viral. While the Hollywood elite opposed the film in order to keep their secrets hidden, Mel Gibson may have just received support from one of the world's most powerful people, Elon Musk. Currently, the world's richest man has expressed his support for the film on Twitter. Angel Studios announced the film's formal theatrical release on May 18th through Twitter. The tweet also included the official trailer for the film, which earned thousands of likes, and Elon Musk's response was what won the hearts of many. I recommend putting it on this platform for free for a brief period, or just asking people to subscribe to support. We would not keep any funds, he said in his tweet. The film's distributor appeared pleased, responding to this tweet with saying, "That's an interesting idea. Let's chat." Elon Musk appears to be putting his newly acquired platform to good use with this move. According to the MRC, Musk's decision benefits both the film and the platform. Musk's support will increase the film's exposure while also promoting Twitter's recent move to include more streaming video and the platform's transition to paid subscriptions for more content. Aside from that, it might be the next stage in the billionaire entrepreneur's aim to compete with YouTube through streaming video content. The debut of former Fox News personality Tucker Carlson's new show on Twitter in June demonstrates that this plan has already begun. With Musk's tweet expressing support for the film, many people have expressed their support for combating child trafficking. Country music recording artist John Rich is one such guy who accepted Elon's offer. He said, "Hey, at Elon Musk, I appreciate your acknowledgement of how vitally important this film, Sound of Freedom, is to the world. I would predict the movie would gross more by opening on Twitter with subscriptions than just in theaters," another Twitter user said. More significantly, it would be viewed by more people around the world, which is something that has to happen. All of this came before the film was even released. However, it appears that the Hollywood elite tried everything in their power to sink the film as soon as they realized it would expose them. As a result, the film was never released in theaters, and firms such as Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon never pursued it. Nobody knows why the main streaming services would leave a film like this behind. The film is based on Tim Ballard's inspirational true tale as a former US intelligence agent. He freely resigned from his work and dedicated his life to saving children from global sex traffickers. The main character is Jim Caviezel, who plays federal agent Tim Ballard, and the film shows how Tim Ballard has been working in the dark world of child crimes for 12 years and has begun to lose hope. He does, however, end up rescuing a 7-year-old child who was kidnapped together with his sister by vicious traffickers. Tim realizes his life's mission when the youngster asks Tim to find his sister. He then devotes his life to saving children from sex slavery wherever they may be. However, as we have learned, Mel Gibson and Tim Ballard are not the only ones who oppose this. When the new Twitter owner Elon Musk took over the platform in late October, he announced that eliminating child exploitation was his top objective. Under Musk's ownership, Twitter's head of safety, Ella Irwin, has confirmed that she has been working quickly to prevent child sex abuse content that was supposedly prominent on the platform under prior owners. She is now claiming that Twitter 2.0 will be different. Since Elon Musk took over Twitter in late October, the platform has mostly removed or lost workers who were familiar with the issue and were unable to halt the increasing number of abusive photos. Furthermore, Twitter ceased paying for some detection tools that was considered critical to its operations. Despite this, people on dark web networks continue to discuss how Twitter remains a platform where material can be easily accessible while avoiding notice. An independent researcher working with Twitter interviewed Ms. Irwin in early December last year and stated that illicit content had been available in the network for years. Ms. Irwin and others at Twitter, on the other hand, have confirmed that Mr. Musk's efforts have paid off. In the first month after acquiring Twitter, the firm had already terminated over 300,000 accounts for breaking policies against child sexual exploitation. This was 50% higher than in previous years. This effort was stepped up in January when Twitter announced that it had suspended 404,000 accounts. The firm said in a series of tweets that they were taking a more aggressive approach and that they were also cracking down on anyone who searched for exploitative material. Since December, they have reduced successful searches by 99% as a result of their expanded efforts. Ms. Irwin acknowledged in an interview that the bulk bans included accounts that dealt with the material or claimed to sell or distribute it, not just those who posted it. She did not dispute that there is still child sexual abuse information available on the platform, but she did say that they are working on it. Mel Gibson does not appear to be the only one fighting back with everything he has, and with Elon Musk's help, they might be able to expose the Hollywood elite even further. Mel Gibson is outspoken about the film, sharing everything there is to know about sex trafficking. He has even gone on to support Tim Ballard's Operation Underground Railroad mission to combat child trafficking. We can be certain that anything can happen. With the Hollywood elite being exposed in this manner, they have already prohibited the film from being released in theaters and major streaming services, so who knows what will happen next? Will they remove the film or battle everyone who supports it? We can only wait and see. Meanwhile, what are your thoughts on Elon Musk's support for the film? Please leave your opinions in the comments section below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.